I feel like there's a ton of videos of me squinting into the sun. There's probably over 100. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal, everybody. It is a beautiful morning here at the world headquarters of Marathon Coach. That's Coach 1300 right behind me. This is a coach that we sold quite a while ago. We did a remodel to some items that the customers wanted to reimagine as their own. We've done that now. It's ready for delivery. Dave Bash is taking it up to them. He's actually going to do an on-site delivery at their location later this week. And so we're going to take a look at Coach 1300 after they made the reimagining. All right, let's check it out. Hope everyone had a good weekend. We've had some great weather here in the Willamette Valley, also known as Coburg, Oregon. The smoke has, of course, died down. The fires are over 50% contained that were close by. And we had a lot of rain over the weekend, so that's really good. And it's going to be beautiful all week long in the high 70s all the way up to, I think, high 80s. I'm going to go shoes off when we go inside the coach, but I wanted you to see that beautiful cockpit. Now, if you can remember, here in the cockpit on the dash and on the entry door, in Coach 1300, this was all that python snakeskin. Look at those new seats. This was the dark brown leather, and this was that dark python. And they have gone with this diamond Bentley look. I mean, that's what Bentley does in a lot of their cars, is they do the inserts like this. One of my favorite customers actually has a Bentley with this seats, the Bentley style seats, and she just loves it, and it's just beautiful. The inspiration behind the reimagining of 1300 was Ralph Lauren. So the owners came in and said this could be a Ralph Lauren styled coach, and that's exactly what was achieved. So I'm going to take you through here and show you a couple of the things that I'm going to try and hit most of the things that were changed. First of all, look at this backlit feature right here on top of the countertop. That right there is a linen that's dimmable. It's a linen color, or it's a linen fabric that's backlit. And originally, this was a high-resolution picture of a tile that was a little bit busier. And the customers worked with Brenda Kraft on this and had a fantastic time with her. I got to see the relationship that the customers had with Brenda, and it was really great. And it says a lot about Brenda and what she brings to Marathon Coach, because they just really connected, as most of the customers that work with Brenda do. Speaking of that, I'm going to throw you to another video. When you get done with this, go watch Casey Hess's video. Armand, who's actually behind the camera right there, actually you worked on the editing of that, didn't you?
Yeah, filmed and edited.
He filmed and edited this episode with Casey Hess and the new owners of a custom coach, 1326? 1326, I believe. Very custom coach, but a really cool couple, and they worked hand in hand with Brenda, and like I mentioned earlier, made quite the connection with Brenda and came out with a beautiful coach. All right, some things that were changed. These curio cabinets, these are Ralph Lauren glassware in here, and they really, really look beautiful. Those rocks glasses on this side, and then the owners of this Coach 1300, they are wine connoisseurs, and so these Pinot glasses up here were put up here instead of a standard curio. Great work. Greg Kimball over in our service department is one of the best at doing that acrylic work, and quite frankly at doing lots of work. Greg is a big part of what makes Marathon such a good luxury converter. Let's see, what else can I show you? These are pictures from that were taken by the customers. Really like those. Those were already added, but the backsplashes. Now, the backsplashes in this coach were like a brown, black, and copper color. And they were octagonal shape. If octagonal is a word, somebody let me know. They were octagon shaped tiles, and they were larger. Take a look at the new backsplash in 1300. Isn't that beautiful? I just peeked behind the camera and I saw my man Robert Joyce from Virginia Beach checking in with us. Someone who's been watching us for over darn near 2 years. A good friend of the show. Good to hear from you, Robert. So this is the Quad Slide H3. Coach 1300 is a Jackson Hole floor plan. Arguably one of the most desired floor plans for Marathon, and not only Marathon, but in a luxury coach. This floor plan has it all, not just the space, but it's got the super bath in the rear, and it has, I'm going to switch spots with you, Armand, it has the Appliance Center. I am a huge fan of the Appliance Center. This feature on the Appliance Center originally was the same thing that we saw in the deck over the fireplace right behind the driver. It was that tile. It was a high resolution picture. It was a little bit busier and not desired by the customers. And so we put in this linen, all one color. And if you think that's too bright, all you do is you hold this down. And if it can pick that up, it turns more of a taupey gray color when you dim it down. And you can dim it all the way down or have it all the way up. I personally, and I think the customers have expressed this also, they'll probably leave it on more of a dimmed feature, something similar to that. But when you open it, it goes off, the door opens to reveal, as you guys well know, the 3 additional appliances and really good storage above. I'm a big, big fan of this floor plan, most notably because of the Appliance Center. Whether you use the appliances or not, it's completely customizable. You can go all storage in here like we saw. My good friend Richard Lawrence, coach, had all storage in here with the wine cooler, I believe. We just finished up Coach 1329. The customers are actually getting to see it for the first time this morning. They had a double wine cooler put in, a Keurig pull out, and then storage above, all hidden behind the art door or the appliance door. Real cool. No other changes in here as far, the storage is all the same. Let's move into the half bath here, and in the half bath you will see that new backsplash also. And while you're looking at that, everybody, I will tell you that another one of the most desirable things when this floor plan came out, I think the first one was Coach 1296. That was the first. Someone might correct me. Jim Torrance, if you're watching, weigh in on that. JT, let me know. I think 1296 was the first rear bath or the super bath for the Jackson Hole floor plan that Marathon rolled out a year and a half ago or so. But the big thing was this sofa in the salon. Some people have come in and they loved everything, but they took out the sofa and put additional storage in. Some people love it because it really screams residential home. When you've got in your bedroom, in your master suite, you've got a king-size bed articulated up. It creates a lot of room right here, but you've got a sofa, a full-size sofa in your bedroom. I'm a big fan of it. I think it looks great. And sticking with that Ralph Lauren theme, this is the original fabric that was chosen back here, and I think that's what was selected for back here. I think that's what really inspired the customers to see Ralph Lauren in this coach. Then you'll see all new bedding. If you'll remember or go back and watch the 1,300 videos before this coach sold, this had a black, cream, and I think a little bit of red accenting on the bedding. And now it's very much, and you'll see this fabric right here, the main bedspread, is very similar to the backlit features that we saw in the appliance center and also right above the fireplace. So that theme runs throughout. And then this plaid, very Ralph Lauren, very well done. I know Brenda really enjoyed it. New carpet of a different lighter color, a cream color, in the bedroom here. That's beautiful. I like this also up here. All black up here. All black leather up here. And when we go out of the coach, I'm going to drop the shades back here and be able to show you guys the Roman shades that are in the bedroom, because they're just really stylish for this bedroom. Okay, one of the things that really stands out about this coach is the new backlit features. I'll let you walk in, Armand, and take a look. The new backlit features of the shower. Look at that. You got the birch trees on the wall that faces out, and then you've got the linen on the inside. Big thanks to Jim Torrance. Armand just showed me that Jim weighed in. Jim Torrance, a really good friend of the show who has cataloged a lot of our episodes, and I really appreciate him doing that. And he lives not far from Marathon, so he comes in. He's come in, and he knows the shows quite well. And so he for those of you who want to go back and see the first Super Bath, 1296, Jim's comment shows you what episode that is. Okay, another thing that was changed, other than the backsplash over here in the Super Bath, let me knock that over. These sconce lights on each side of the vanity, very Ralph Lauren, very cool. Along with these black glass sinks, everything in here is just so stylish. And then, of course, just when you think the Super Bath is over, there is the closet, which adds so much more dimension to this room. But this 4-foot hanger bar with storage on either side. That's great. Washer dryer, for those of you who watched the show, the last time we showed Coach 1300, probably was when it was for sale, there was no washer dryer installed. Behind here, this was set up as a closet. So 99% of the people that buy this floor plan are going to put a washer dryer back here. And that's where it goes, behind the commode, behind this hidden wall. And I'm a big fan of that. And then shower accent off. It looks good on or off. You can turn it on and you can dim it, just like we dimmed the appliance wall. You can dim it down like that. I'm really excited for the owners to see the changes that they made. You know, this is really cool. This is just those little details. Take a look at this, you guys. A matching squeegee. For those of you who own an RV, for those of you who own a Marathon or some other RV, you know the importance of having a squeegee. And this one actually stylishly has a little hanger and matches all the chrome in this coach. Take a look at that. We get excited about the small things around here, you guys, because the small things are what makes everything stand out. I told you I was going to show you these blinds. Let me see if I can get these blinds to go down. All right, you guys. So you go to shades. You go to bedroom. You select the entire room. You go shades down. And they're very quiet. You don't even hear them go down. And then I can go up with them. Very pretty. Also, because this is a newer Marathon or a new Marathon, I can speak to the coach and ask it to go all shades up, bedroom shades down, things like that. And that's part of the cool ambient intelligence that's in this coach. There's a few other things that I'm going to leave for the owners of the coach to be their own little details, but that is what they did. They came in, they loved the coach, but they wanted to make some changes. There were some things they didn't like about this coach, and they made some changes, and I think it came out absolutely beautiful. It's very stylish, very modern, and very Ralph Lauren. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. This coach is being delivered this week. Dave Bash is actually going to take it to them, like I mentioned earlier, to their location, so congratulations to them. And thanks to all of you for supporting Marathon Mondays with Mal. I really enjoy doing this, and a big thanks to Armand for always hanging out with me every Monday morning. Other than that, be yourself and do good things. Be safe, take care of yourself, and we'll see you next Monday.